So many people have asked me over the years how the Transgender Institute started. So what I have to do is tell some history about myself. I grew up in Charleston, South Carolina, in the deep, deep South, and everybody at the time that I grew up was prejudiced against everybody else, meaning white majority prejudiced against everyone else. And guess what? So was I. And then an enormously important thing to me happened. I met up with my first, or at least the first transsexual, transgender people I had ever known. I met up with them just by chance. They were giving, at that time, what were discussions and education about how to treat them in therapy. Can you imagine a time when transgender people had to explain to practitioners how to treat them through transition? Well, that's the way that it was. My life was utterly changed by meeting these individuals. I turned on a dime. I had to do something, I realized, for someone else. There was a special population of trans people waiting for me in Kansas City to offer services. So I put my little ad out in the pitch, and I waited. Not very long did I have to wait before 3 trans women contacted me for services. And I knew, because I'd been trained by these wonderful trans men and trans women in the Northeast, I knew I could do it, but I didn't want to cut off more than I could chew. So I worked with this young woman for quite some time, because remember, it was early days for me, to say the least. And she went, we together went, because I like to think of my work as doing teamwork with my patients. We worked together as a team over a period of about a year, and she went the whole way through transition with me. And it was quite a beautiful thing to see, especially because now she's living a very happily, fulfilled life, good job, dating, and being her best self. So I began attracting more and more people, and I began taking more and more people, and pretty soon I was able to drop my other careers in domestic violence and working with Children's Division, that I began doing this work full time. Now, since then, I have done tons and tons of TV and radio and print ads, or print media, and a couple of reality shows, and just love teaching about the subject. And of course, that includes working at hospitals, meaning trainings at hospitals. In fact, we have a training staff here at the Institute, and I have 3 or 4 people who will come with me to various hospitals, law firms, corporations, schools, and speak to usually clinicians about what we do at the Institute, and also about what transgender means. Within the Institute, we have a whole staff of people that are partnered with us, of course, and among them are mentors, who are people who come into sessions, in therapy sessions, and help with inspiring people who are in the middle of transition or just beginning transition, or anywhere at all, even questioning. So trans men, trans women, and an occasional teenager will do the mentoring for us. So I would say, in short, the Transgender Institute is a comprehensive place. You've heard about mentoring, you've heard about training. We have a wonderful program attended by people from all around the world. We have trans women support groups, and we send the trans men out. Of course, we service trans men as well, and help them through transition. But we send them out to another group in Kansas City because it's obviously inappropriate for me to be leading a trans man's group. They have a lot of very private things they want to say to each other. We also have, in addition to makeup and hairstyling, we have vocal feminization. I happen to know a lot about the voice and how to use the voice, how to attain a feminine sound. I think we are most proud of this program because it's so complete, just as the Transgender Institute is very comprehensive. So I would say that I don't know what I was going to say. Oh, fix it? Okay. Wait. There you go. I can't believe I'm doing that with a broken tailbone. For questions or to schedule an appointment, call 816-305-0943 or send us an email at info@transinstitute.org. You can follow us on Facebook for the latest news and events. Go to our website, transinstitute.org, or stop by. We're located in Westport, Kansas City Mall.